Warning, it is the opinion of the 4th Street Productions and the Working Perspectives podcast Weekend Poppin' that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You've been warned, so if you decide to listen, then don't complain like a fucker.
He is one of the
He's not
best
jerking
guys.
himself off. Are you kidding me? He's not jerking himself off.
Easy.
Please.
Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives podcast, Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by the strongest of stems, Steve Cabot, the bad boy, Benoit Pootkase Bern Podkasi, the dub one, Jalen Dub Justin Richardson, Liam Lashmize Reese, Rachel Sausage Osilis, and the tenacious Tom Lavelle. Liam, how we doing, my man?
Never better there, Poppy Chulito.
Love it, love it, love it. Jalen Dub, how you doing, sir?
Doing swell.
Looking swell. Nice. Sausage, thanks for coming back. How you doing?
I'm chilling, you know.
Good. Glad to hear.
Yeah.
Benoit Pootkase, how are you, sir?
I'm back, baby. I'm on the mend. I did not have that Rona. Took a couple tests, but avoided
Nice.
that Rona for now, so I'm good.
Good. Tom, how we doing, sir?
You know, I've been diving a lot lately into the effects of our parents' divorce on me.
Hell yeah.
Kind of there right now.
Great. Strong stem. Strong stem. My man, how we doing, sir?
Listen, first and foremost, Tom, I love you. And if you need help, you can call me. You know this, right? I love you.
I don't.
No,
You do.
what I feel like shit because yesterday, like a fucking good uncle and like a good goddamn example, I went and had a catch for my niece who's 13, is a really good pitcher and like a travel team, blah, blah, blah. She
Nice.
goes some pitcher guy, blah, 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 to Cheltenham. Had to go down there. So I'm catching, Strong Stem was a catcher in his, I don't know, when I was like fucking 12. But
Right.
either way, so I know the deal, right?
Yeah.
Did I do in an hour 100,000 up and down squats to prove to my niece that I don't need equipment, I don't need a mask? The dickhead dad next
Yeah.
to me, hey, dickhead dad next to me with the full gear. You're a fucking queer, you heard me? So just wanted to say that I acted tough in front of her. I took one to the chin, a few to the shins, and guess what? That's my fault for not stopping the ball, right? Should be better. I'm a catcher. What are we
Yeah.
doing? I
Yeah.
was a 12-year-old, really good catcher.
Right.
Anyway, try to do my thing. And now today, I'm walking around in the shop, and my fucking thighs are burning because my stupid ass is almost 40, and I can't be doing
No
500
one can.
body squats
No one
No, you
can.
cannot.
for no
you
fucking reason.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Well, sorry
So
to
I
hear
feel like
that.
shit, Matt. I feel like shit.
Well, you look great, and just in case you're wondering, you can find all our content and all our stuff on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can hang out with us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. Please just get her to leave me alone about doing the show and like and subscribe so my wife stops bitching about me for doing this. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast, Weekend Poppin'. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our line and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right. Well, so How we doing? Got a packed house tonight. All right, so let's get right into it. So this week,
Dorito.
So as of now, we're batting 1,000 as far as Henzo Gracie PA guests, as far as great shows, and also Cheeto crunchy lovers. J-Dub, you're still alone in that stat. Still alone. But honestly,
I'm with you.
yeah, we're happy I can get. Yeah. Happy we could get Derito on the show. Thought it was a really good one, really eye-opening. Loved like his hit backstory, his history.
Great guy.
He's just a good fucking dude. Glad we could showcase him. But Lashmize, tell me your thoughts on this week's show.
Dude, that show was so interesting.
Thank you.
Like his story was great. Like how he found the supplier in Nebraska and everything. And like, dude, I'm ready to for us to have a field trip to Eddie's. It was
Ernie's,
right on
Ernie's.
Ernie's. I'm sorry.
It's right across from Northeast High School. Actually, I've been there and I had the meat, and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm with you. I would love if you guys want to do it. I'll set it up. We should do a taste test, right? Where we do a blind taste test where we all have like a cheesesteak with his meat, right? And then we all have a cheesesteak with whatever. Did not know him and Justin had such strong feelings about Delisandro's. Did not know. Wow. Yeah.
Just a disclaimer for you fucking young bulls, all right? Just a fucking disclaimer, because my mother's from that neighborhood, right? The original Delisandro's family, that fucking steak fucked. Now it's been changed over 3 times.
Sure.
So there's been 3 different owners. One of them was a PW, a family from PW that was a wrestling family. Now another family. So now it is bullshit. But when I hear you say that, you're a fucking moron. Because 25 years ago, it was one of the best fucking steaks in Philly.
It's the same as Pat's. Pat's used to be good.
What the fuck?
Terrible.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you saying? What the fuck? You
Pat's
just compared Delisandro's to Pat's.
It used to be good when I was
in the neck.
when I was a child.
What is going on here?
J-Dub didn't play football or nothing, so you don't know nothing. Yeah, wait, you were a Squire, J-Dub. How the fuck did you not go to Delisandro's back? I said you were. How did you not go there back in the day?
Been there.
Then you got, because isn't Wissahickons Field right next to Delisandro's?
Wissahickon East Falls is directly across on Henry Avenue. Yeah.
Nice. So, Liam, what else? Anything else you like about the show besides, the host?
Fucking guy.
Besides the host? Yeah. Just like, when he left that joint, 16 years, sticking it to the man, you know what I mean?
Loved
following his own path and being successful. He was mad humble about it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a successful guy and he's not jerking himself off. You know what I mean? He was down to earth, man.
Yeah, no, that he is one of the best.
He's not jerking himself off. Are you kidding me? He's not jerking himself off.
Easy.
Please.
His wife does it.
He's not married.
I know,
but his girl. But either way, so thanks for that. Thanks for that, Lashmise. Jalen Dub, what were your thoughts? I know we recorded it together. I know your thoughts on Steve's Prince of Steaks, which is an overrated steak.
Bullshit.
Sanders.
That's bullshit. The best. Steve's is the best.
Steve, dude. You and Diana, because she said the same damn thing. Not
only mutants, only Northeast mutants think that. All right, only Northeast mutants think that.
Dude, Steve's is not whatever. I don't want to start a fucking
inbred fucks.
But now his speaking of Doritos girl was the real MVP of the episode. If it wasn't for her, we would have never got anything going.
True.
Shout out her.
Very true.
she got the background. Well, she tried to get the background. Right. She got most of the episodes set up.
Yeah. Dude, there was Justin, you are a little background. John, legit, if you watch it, John's having he's having trouble seeing the screen right in front of him. So he legit there was 10 minutes of me talking to John's on headphones, him trying to talk to his girl, and his girl just being shut up, just shut up. It was I wish we would have captured it because it was just fantastic. But I fucking What else?
That was my favorite part. But Dorito, the suit selling, a brilliant idea. Him going into the city and having to deal with Wall Street guys in the 80s, at that time when it was lawless.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Loved
it.
Yeah.
Selling in the Wild West.
True that, my man. True that. Nice. Sausage Mitch, what were your thoughts on the John Derito episode this week?
I enjoyed your unveiling of your recent discovery of Italian heritage.
Yeah.
Hey, paisano.
Oh, hold on. I got.
Also, like,
You're
so
talking about-
obvious. Like, makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what?
it
We
doesn't.
were at-
They have the
does.
skin color of Elmer's glue. Stop.
Have you met Mill? She's
We
like
were-
the
yes,
ultimate. Like,
exactly.
she
Yeah.
is this. She is talking with hands.
Not only that, we were at a restaurant for Matt's birthday a couple years ago.
And you like
She
this linguine.
brought her own desserts that
Ah!
she made, and she was giving them out to the people in the restaurant. I'm like,
Yes!
Mom, they serve dessert here.
Yes.
Like, and I'm like, why did we ever not think that she was not
That
Italian?
is
Yeah.
the most her thing I've ever heard.
Because
Yeah.
you had the skin color of Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
Just a little quick aside. I enjoyed that too. I thought like the title of the Lavelle autobiography should be "Shout Out Grandpa, whoever you are." I think that's a perfect. I think that's a perfect title. That was a
So-
great quote.
Yeah, apparently, when my mom did do
Butch.
some research on her actual dad, he is Italian, he's connected, and then I guess there's a mobster named Blinky Palermo who was like her dad's brother or something, and he legit fixed the Jake LaMotta Billy Fox fight. So yeah, there you go, pretty
There
cool.
you go.
Yeah, how
Mm.
about it? Nice. So
You're
yeah,
you're not just a little Italian. You're like Italian.
dude, yeah. How about
Yeah.
all those
Also, just look at Matt.
Yeah. What are you trying to
Literally.
say? I have a big nose, I'm really hairy, and I have dark hair. Is that what are you trying to say?
I didn't say anything
And-
about your nose.
And you're translucent. I could see the fuck through you. You're so
Well,
light.
to
You're
be
fucking
fair,
clear, cuz.
Northern
to be-
Italian. Northern.
I don't give a fuck. He's clear. Not
To-
even Northern Italian. He's clear.
to be fair though, Steve, I tan well when I do tan.
You
I
mean
do-
after you burn like a white kid, you tan? All right, I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess you're not wrong. I mean, we are half Irish. I mean,
Hell yeah.
That's
You know, respect.
right?
Yeah.
There is some of that in there.
Good.
But
hair.
yeah, so shout out Granddad, whoever you are. Very great. Yeah. So
Fan of the show.
Not right.
Yeah,
It's not right.
Yeah.
Fan of the
Not
show,
right.
listen to the show.
Shout out Granddad, fan show, listen to the show. Love it.
Not right.
Nice. Yeah. Old Uncle
Listen,
Blinky.
don't do this to Tom. He already came into the show talking about your fucking. Come on, man. Let's not go to Grandpa.
Well, I mean, who
Now you're
knows?
gonna bring up Pop Pop.
All right. Well, Tom, speaking of Grandpa, how did you like
Yep.
this week's show?
You know what, Matt? I think it was my favorite episode so far. It amazes me how every week you do a great job of not only spotlighting the guest and their life growing up, but also really highlighting their work history, their current job, and funny
Agreed.
stories along the way. You just do an amazing job, and it gets better
Hell yeah.
every single week. My favorite part is when you brought up which was better, Cool Ranch or nacho cheese. And clearly nacho cheese is the better choice. And I love
Serial killer.
We never brought that up.
it. Was an episode about Doritos, wasn't it?
That is the one thing I did
You
feel bad about.
motherfucker.
I made like no Dorito
Did I
jokes.
listen to the wrong episode? Oh my gosh.
That's a
You were
lazy
listening
podcast.
to Mike and Tom eat snacks. Unfortunately.
With Grandpa. With Papa.
You were listening to Working Perspectives Doritos. Yeah. So either way, no. Well, nacho cheese is better than Cool Ranch.
That's wrong.
Correct.
That's false.
No, that's
Ooh.
correct.
100%
Correct.
correct.
It's
This
correct.
this is
I
a
would say
big-
this:
Dude, so
Doritos
many
wouldn't be
fights over
around
this.
without Cooler Ranch. If
You're
it wasn't for
goddamn
Cooler
right.
Ranch,
100%
Doritos would be
goddamn
right.
gone.
Yep,
Respect.
that's right,
Damn
Brian.
right.
But
That's right.
Doritos wouldn't be the Jordan of chips without nacho cheese.
I don't think
Foundation
they are the
is built
Jordan of
upon
chips.
nacho cheese.
Doritos,
I agree.
Doritos are the Jordans of chips.
You
I
go to
don't
your
know.
kitchen tonight. You make a
Tell me
turkey
better
sandwich,
chips.
right? And you put
That'll
some
cook.
Cool Ranch
Not
Doritos
happening.
on that turkey sandwich, and you crush that bread down real nice. Get the fuck out of here, dude. It's
That's
not
a
even close.
singular-
Same with the nacho
But if you make
cheese.
a ham sandwich,
Salt and
you
vinegar
put
chips.
the
No,
nacho-
salt and vinegar chips go on a ham sandwich.
So, okay,
I have-
what
I-
about
I have-
Italian
Let's go.
Yeah,
I mean, if your Italian needs chips, you're going to the wrong place. for
Roast
it.
beef.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Roast beef. You want to get roast beef? You could do a nacho cheese cheese or like a horseradish cheddar kettle. That's kind of the way you go there.
Cheeseburger.
Oh.
French fries.
Yeah.
Do you remember they used to make like Doritos that were like Taco Bell Doritos, and then they made ones that were like Doritos that were like pizza Doritos.
Yeah.
Like now I feel like they only have two, or like those fire ones or whatever.
Did you ever get the Twisties gimmicks? The Doritos twist?
I think so. Yeah,
not bad.
You know what? One thing I will say, you can get a nacho chip in any chip company. Try finding a Cooler Ranch chip in any. You can't do it. It stands alone.
One. Just one.
There's only one. We the ones.
Yeah. Okay. So all right.
Episode is what I'm saying. Great episode. I loved it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Benoit Poudcasse, your thoughts on the John Derito episode?
Well, as a left winger myself, I was excited to hear about his. Now I never got to go to Europe or do anything cool like that, but that story of being like in high school going to go play in the Netherlands and like 5 different countries to go play soccer, and also it was hilarious of being like, yeah, we went over there. We were really good Americans, and we got our fucking dicks kicked in the dirt. And we were like doing fun passes, and they were actually physical, and knew how to play the game and understood it. Like, I was super jealous of that. I had also heard the same story that you relayed, Matt, that soccer was invented to get kids to stop jerking it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it didn't work for me, but.
Didn't work for anybody.
I don't think it was very effective, but yeah,
I'm still trying.
Imagine just being a kid and going to play soccer in Europe. I don't know what's cooler than that, even if you do get your bell rung the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, it'd have to be incredible. I know we had a friend, Screwball, right? Bill Madden. He played in a soccer tournament in Europe, and I think they did well. I don't know if they won it. They won it. Yeah. Fuck yeah. But they played in the women's league. So that's why. They won a women's only soccer tournament. Yeah.
There is that story. The women's US soccer team lost to the U17 men's team.
What?
And it was not it was like 8-2 or something.
Yeah, I think it's like 6-1.
That might have been it.
What did you think about that, Sausage?
I don't know if all the star players played for women.
I'm disgusted by these fucking biggest assholes. I am with the women. Fuck you two. That's not right.
Yeah, no,
but I'm not saying we're against the women. That's
whatever. I think soccer players.
Yeah, what she said. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, nice. Okay, well, speaking of, thanks for that, Burn. Speaking of strong stem, what were your thoughts on old Johnny Derito?
So I told you this. I got a good relationship with Derito, right? I haven't seen Derito in, I don't know. I've been coaching 13, 14 years at the high school level now, and that's when I left the gym. Derito was there way before I was there. Derito, an OG of Henzo Gracie, PA. So like, don't even come around. Derito been there for a minute, right? Yep. So one of the guys with me and Mike Padilla, former guest of the show, great guy, right? Shout out Mike, just had his birthday. So
friend of the show.
Yeah. So like me and Mike used to roll with Derito, and when Tom knows this, Pete would know, or anybody that's ever done a one-on-one like combat sport. What's the fucking dumb saying where it reveals character or some stupid shit saying?
Doesn't build character, it reveals it.
Right. So when you're in some stressful situations where the objective of the other man, who's also a gay, sweaty man rubbing all on you, is to choke you the fuck unconscious and then wake you up politely, right?
Yes, please.
You start to realize who's who and what's the deal, right? And Derito is just one of the best humans on earth, man. I love that fucking guy to death. When he through and through is just a great human being. There's very few people that are still like that in this world. Derito is one of them, and I love that guy, man. He's the fucking man. And also, genuinely, as this is gonna sound super gay because I'm going super gay. I was genuinely smiling the second I saw his face on camera. I ain't seen him in years. That's my fucking old head. That's my guy. Like to see Derito in here, he's the man. I wish there would be another episode with Derito because Derito got some stories. Derito been through some shit. He's a real one. So good for great to see Derito.
No, he's the man. He is the man.
The man. Love that guy.
Yeah, nice. I love, dude. Great episode. Glad we could get his story out there. Plus, too, like, I think that's one of the good things about doing the show. Like, he's not really on socials that much, and like he hangs out
Because he's 60, dog. He's
True.
60.
True.
The fuck
true.
you doing? Was he on the gram or some shit?
He is not. But no, I love that. Like, he was able to share his story and like get the word out there. And I thought it was great. That was great.
Love the guy.
Yep. Sausage, what do you think about combat sports?
She's seen some growing up in North Wales.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've had enough practice in my life. I've always wanted to do like kickboxing, but every time I've tried to sign up for one, it's like aerobics by accident.
No.
I
I mean,
would like to actually kickbox a person.
You can go to my gym. We have kickbox. We do Muay Thai there, which is the
Yeah, I would do like something like that.
No, you don't. No, you don't want to
You
do
get
that.
kicked.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna get kicked.
No, you don't.
You know that.
You don't want to do
That's
Muay
fine.
Thai.
And you're
Let's
gonna
stick
get
to
boxed.
Let's stick to kickboxing. The Muay Thai. Then you got fucking people trying to elbow and knee you. They're the craziest of the
Yeah,
crazy.
but
We'll
if
stick
you
to, like,
learn, it's fine.
it's never
Yeah.
fun. No, it's never fun.
I mean, Sausage, if you are interested in it, I could set you up. It's fine.
Yeah, I also, on that note,
Yo,
cabbage
fuck you,
cheese,
Matt.
Cabbage cheese. I am also sore from squats.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
also having a major problem in my underbutt.
We've all
That's
been
it.
there.
That's so
Is
many
that
problems
the-
with underbutt.
Is that your
Yourself,
family
Tom.
biography, Rachel? Soreness
No,
in my
it's
underbutt.
It's my this week biography.
Okay.
I don't know what that
Boring.
means.
I found this super dope thing on Reddit. So two men enter like
The fuck is Reddit?
1997. It's a fucking social
It's an app.
Are
Keep
you
going.
serious?
Two
Did
men
you say
enter.
what is
Shut
Reddit?
up.
You don't know what Reddit is?
It's a
Oh,
joke.
never mind.
Shut,
Guys, I know.
shut up.
All right,
Let
all
Justin
right.
keep going. Justin, go ahead.
Two men enter
I'm a
like a
retard.
97 Nissan Sentra. They both have to buckle in their seatbelts. Starting from that position, they then do jujitsu inside the car into one-man taps.
Hell yeah.
And it's fucking incredible to watch.
Are
It's like
they-
car jujitsu. So you can use the seatbelt as a weapon, and you're
Like Sean Day.
yeah, and you decide your fate like off the bat. Do you
True.
get your seatbelt off, or do you try and get hand control? The steering wheel's in play. The one guy like gets into the back and starts wrestling him from behind. It's fantastic.
Are you
Okay.
moving?
So you're
it have-
allowed.
No,
to-
it's
you're allowed
car
to take
stationary.
the
Oh,
seatbelt
okay.
off? You're allowed to take the
Yeah,
seatbelt
yeah.
off.
You
Okay.
but like wrestling, the starting position is both people have their seatbelts on, and then they go. It's in Russia, of course.
But
And they're
wait,
like,
sitting facing forward, J-Dub, both sitting facing
Yeah,
forward, and then
both
it's
in the
going
fr-
like,
Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
both in the front seat, both seatbelts on, and a guy in the sun. There's like a ref in the sunroof, like laying on top of the car, like watching from the top. And they, because like he's got to look for the tap, and they like,
Yep.
go, and it's on inside the car.
Russia
The whole
fucks.
car's rocking.
Dude,
Dude, you
Russia,
said-
that's great.
They should put them through a car wash.
Go ahead, Liam.
You said a Nissan Sentra? Like,
Yeah,
does
it's
it
like-
have to be a 97 Nissan Sentra every
so
time
small,
they fight?
so small.
I mean,
No, but that's what it looks like. It's just a standard.
Yeah, I want to see a conversion
van.
van fight.
no,
you know?
that dude, the tighter the better. That makes it like.
Wait,
you
Hold
know,
on. Are we explaining exactly what happened to Sean Day when he got initiated into the
that's
SEALs?
true.
Because
That is
now we're talking
true.
about conversion bans,
Yeah.
jujitsu, choking with seatbelt. This is the fucking story.
Yeah, legit. It's available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. But the Sean Day episode, he did relive the story of when he was like a new rookie Navy SEAL, and all the veteran Navy SEAls got like they
Got
were
the
going-
same van.
they were leaving a bar, and all the veterans jumped in the van with him specifically because his older brother's a SEAL, and it's like a thing.
And a legend.
And a legend, and he said he got like tapped unconscious with like a rear naked choke, like he said like 8 times, right? And he's like and he said to get away from the guys, the driver was driving, he grabbed the driver's seatbelt and tried to choke him so that
Wrap
like
it around his
they
neck.
would stop
also
because
a
they're
Navy
gonna
SEAL, the
crash the
driver.
car. Yeah, yeah, dude. They like it's
Beat the
well, I
fuck
mean,
out of him.
it's available now. They did something too. I mean, they did.
Hey,
all right,
hey.
we want it's if you want to hear it, it's available.
Yeah, don't
Um,
drop that. You got to listen for that. Shit.
We
Yeah.
you know,
No
speaking
pun
of, like,
intended.
different types of sporting events or whatever. I saw something too this week about a little person, and he's like, why aren't there little people leagues, like professional leagues, like a professional little person hockey league, a professional little person football league?
I agree.
Football league. I would love to watch that.
Yeah, I watch the shit out of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a kids league.
Shut up, Matt. No,
Wow.
because that's some horse shit. I had a midget wrestler from Towanda, Berg. You know where Towanda is?
I sure fucking know exactly.
So anyway,
where Towanda is.
I was coaching one year. Went to some tournament in Towanda. I can't even believe where the fuck we were. It was middle of nowhere. Anyway, these kids were tough though. These were no pussies, right? But they had a 103-pound kid. He was a full-blown midget, right? So in high school wrestling, the lowest weight's 103 pounds. Usually you get like a ninth grader. The kid's brand new. This guy is a full beard, and he's a little man. So because he's 3 foot, I don't fucking know nothing. He has the arms of Arnold, no neck, all traps, and
His balance
thick
must
quads.
have been incredible. He must have incredible balance.
He picked up our 103-pounder. Again, I coach at Wissahickon. We suck. And 90% of the kids that go there, they're pussies. Whatever. I don't care.
Shout out.
This
Listen to
suck
the
my
show.
dick.
Fan of the show, listen to the show, yeah.
I'm through
Fan
and
of the
through
show,
with them,
listen
but
to
we get a lot of pussies. Anyway, our
Yeah.
103-pounder's a giant pussy. This kid got picked up and spiked like a fucking tent peg into the ground. And I watched his neck snap, right? Then the midget fucking pins him. The midget, I'll never forget this. The midget walks over to our bench after he pins our shittiest kid on the planet and goes,
Nice.
walks back. Swear to God, not even lying. I didn't know
That
what to
was
do.
his
I
moment.
didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I didn't know what
was
to
his
do.
moment.
I'll be honest, I was intimidated. I didn't know what to do.
Strong.
What are you
move.
gonna do? You can't attack a
Towanda
little
Midget.
person.
Shout out you, Towanda Midget, wherever
Shout
you're
out to Wanda. Love you.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Very cool.
at.
Okay.
I'd be
nice.
very interested in little people leagues, though. I think
I
that would be
agree.
something
I
I
agree.
would really,
Hockey
I would-
especially. Because balls are
Ooh.
big, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
It's tough to cross over between the legs with like
Yeah.
a regulation basketball.
Well,
but,
they
like,
might be able to
hockey
do
specifically.
different footballs and
Well, like a hutch.
Wrestling
a hutch
would be
gimmick.
so lit. We know how lit
Yeah.
midget
But
wrestling.
hockey's
Well,
hockey's easy. That puck's small.
Yeah, the
Dude,
puck
if you-
stays.
If you watch,
But the sticks are smaller.
yeah,
Sure. Oh, sure.
yeah.
Does
Are
the
the
net
goals
get
smaller?
smaller?
The same size
Yeah.
goals.
But what if they weren't? What if the sticks were the same height too? I mean, that's just
Ew, I like that more.
Dude, if you watch old school WWE, like WrestleMania 13,
Ah,
they have midget wrestling on the
Doink.
show. Dude, Max Mini
Dink.
was like a,
Dink.
superstar. A superstar.
Yo, remember there was a small Macho Man when Doink had like Dink. Remember,
Yeah.
like Macho Man got a small Macho Man. That shit was awesome.
I
Yeah.
think it was
Hell yeah.
JR. I think it was the King that got little people because he was
Was
like
it?
feuding with them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he have like an 8-on-1 match, the King? Didn't Jerry Lawler fight
Matt,
like
you
eight-
remember the
eight at
WLC match?
Yeah.
right?
The WLC. Where they had like Jerry
The
the
wee
King
people.
smaller. Was
Stop.
the name of
Jerry the
Yo.
King smaller.
They had little ladders and little chair, like
Oh,
little
it
chairs.
was-
Oh, it was
dude,
incredible.
It was. I mean, look it up. Fan of the show, listener.
Micro
Jerry the
Cole.
King smaller.
Micro Cole.
Micro Cole.
and
No.
WBL, I think
Yeah.
it was the other
That's
one.
Definitely.
hilarious.
One of the times Macho Man was fighting Doink, he like went under the ring, and then when he came out the other side, it was like a small Macho Man.
That's incredible. Oh,
He
so
fucked
Macho
Elizabeth
Man like
under there.
disappeared. It
Yeah,
was like
he disappeared under the ring, and when he came out from under the ring, it was like a little
Gun down
Macho
Elizabeth.
See, that's fucking genius.
oh, they needed a
creative.
little Elizabeth too.
Oh,
Vince
my
McMahon is Vince
God.
McMahon is a visionary, man.
That is
Uh-huh.
a visionary.
genius creative.
Agreed.
Sausage, your thoughts?
Can I
on
tell a
WWE?
story then? If,
Hey,
if
wait,
we're
hold on,
talking about
Sausage.
WWE,
Sausage, you know any midgets or what's up? You know any midgets?
Yeah, sausage. You did talk about a sexual experience with a man with one testicle. Any?
Hell yeah. Come on,
Any-
Sausage, where the
any-
that
midgets
sounds
at?
nuts.
He wasn't a midget. Strapping fellow.
He was a strapping fellow.
He is.
Do you know any midgets or what?
I mean, do you have a midget story? I know it'd be a short
Yeah.
story. but-
Everybody's got a midget
Hey.
story. Stop. Everybody's a midget. Everybody got a midget story. Come on.
I honestly
Mental
like
midget.
don't know any person with surprise.
I really don't think we're allowed to say midget, guys. I
It's
think
little
it's
We're not?
person.
A little late now, Tommy. A little late now.
I
know. I mean,
Hey,
There's a
I've
fucking-
already-
you little. Sorry. Did I go too hard?
There's
I've
a
already-
disclaimer. There's a fucking disclaimer.
Yeah,
What are you
suck
gonna
my
do?
dick, you.
God
I've
damn
already
it, Steve. Little
Written
much.
my letter to Garfield Ave.
Yeah.
It's on
Satan's
the
little
way.
bean.
Filling it out now.
Steve, might as well
608
just start
Garfield
calling him the
Avenue,
N-word,
West
all right?
Point, PA.
I love
Yes, for
You
Bruno.
have a
no,
disclaimer. You might as well use it, Matt.
no matter what slips out of my mouth, I know Steve's gonna get somewhere else later on. I'm
Dude,
never,
let's
I'm never gonna
go.
be the guy who
Steve,
gets
it's
the
retorts.
full
Remember? It's retorts. now.
Retorts.
It's
Yeah.
read.
The John Derito, like we said, John Derito episode available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube. Highly recommend it. Great show.
Agreed.
Next week we have the Molly Godfrey episode. Really good one. It's like one of the things I've talked about. One of the great things about doing the show is that you rekindle like old friendships with people that you haven't talked to in a long time. She is a fan of the show, listening to the show, and then reached out to me to be on the show. And we, talked about, she owns a store called Lark in Easton, and she's a published author, right? And we'll have links and everything to her store and to her book where you can buy. And I mean, it's just really great stuff. We got to hear her story. She's a mother of 2. She's married. Like, it's just fantastic stuff. So next week, available all podcast platforms and YouTube. We'll have the Molly Godfrey episode. But I want to keep it moving. Tom, you mentioned you had a story about WWE, was it?
Yeah. So this past Monday, I went to Monday Night Raw a couple days ago.
Who'd you go with?
Kid Lightning,
Nick Lightning?
Fergus, friend of the
Fan-
show, listener
fan-
of the show.
Fan of the show, listener of the show, former guest of the show.
Doing with Nick
Is he a
Lightning?
midget?
Nick Lightning.
No.
He's the man, yo.
Love
Yeah,
Nick
Nick
Lightning.
Lightning's a beast.
I fucks
Love
with Nick
Nick
Lightning.
Yeah.
I
Right.
agree.
So we were down there and we get our seats, and Matt, he comes over to the house to watch a paper.
Wait, Tom, where did you go down to again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. Where?
I guess
Fargo.
it's Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo.
Okay,
Yeah.
you went to Wells Fargo.
The
Okay.
Sixers play.
Yeah, Monday
They
Night
checked
Raw.
Oh
I
yeah,
had
it's
to
a big
do
one.
the
Okay.
first vaccination check and ID check and all that other stuff. But so
Bang!
we get there and we're in the seats and the show starts and there's a family sitting behind us and it's 2 parents and a kid. And my guess is the kid was about 8 years old. So at the beginning of the show, the kid's a little shit. Like he's yelling at his parents. He's telling them to shut up. He's like doing all this stuff. And I'm like sitting there like, man, this little shit. Like, I'm glad I'm not here with my kid because I don't want him to see how this kid's behaving and think it's okay.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, he yells
He's
at
all
his mom.
judging the parents. You fucking asshole.
Wait,
Shut
dude.
up.
Wait. So he's yelling at the mom and he goes, I hate you. He yells at the mom, I hate you.
Oh!
And so now the dad switches into the middle seat to like separate the mom and the kid, right? Now the dad and the mom start arguing, and they're not arguing like a little bit, like it's low, like they're talking, but like he's like, fuck you, you're a fucking joke. I'm fucking done with this, blah, 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 like all this stuff, like to the mom, right?
Hey, where's the kid get it from?
Yeah, right.
So hold on. Tom.
That's from WWE.
I have to
What?
know because I'm a pervert. How hot is the mom?
The mom
Ugh.
isn't
Is she
like,
fuckable?
I mean, what is it?
Like,
You know what I mean?
But
Hey, man,
she's like,
how many
she's-
beers do I got to drink to fuck this bitch?
you? One? I don't know. So she's
I
right.
hate you.
So
Fuck
wait.
you and your pop.
she's
Tom.
got
You
blonde
and your
hair,
mama.
blonde hair and a ponytail, big hoop earrings.
Oh.
No, I already
I
like
would
her. I already
say-
like her. I already like
I would
So-
say
So do I.
Total
I'm in.
hoops.
I'm in. Yep, I'm in.
I
She's
would say
Italian.
she was like a little like she wasn't fat, she wasn't skinny. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, but
know
she had
right
a pretty
about that.
face. She had
Yeah.
a pretty face.
Has the
I
show
know right
started
here.
yet, or is
The
it
show
still-
has started. We've
Okay.
begun the show.
So
so-
the seats are all filled around you. It's not like
It's full. It's a full
Okay.
place.
all
Yeah.
right.
So now he's separating and they're yelling and blah 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 and they're like, fuck you, blah, 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 all this stuff. And so like I'm trying to pay attention and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. You know, like I'm like listening to them argue, and then all of a sudden he says, I'll see you in court. Right? Oh my God.
Yes.
I was like, these people are gonna get divorced. And so I'm like, wow, this. So I start like live tweeting like what's happening. I'm like, I'm at Raw. This is what's happening. And I'm like live tweeting, right? So now mom threatened divorce, and dad says, I'll see you in court, right? And so
Hell yeah.
then I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, they're arguing. There's like high tension. Next thing you know, she goes, who are you texting? Who are you texting? Let me see your phone. And he's like, no, why do you see my phone? He's like, why are you texting her? Why are you even texting her right now? And he's like, I was just saying happy birthday. Her birthday was the other day. I'm just saying happy birthday. It doesn't matter anyways. She went on a date on Sunday. And she's like, how do you know she went on a date? And he's like, she's in my feed. That's how I know. She's like, all right.
What's a feed?
Yeah, like your
Facebook feed or whatever.
I have no idea what that is, but keep going.
All right, keep going.
So then he's like, I hate you. I'll leave you forever, right? And so she goes, you're such an asshole. She's like, you're such an asshole. And he goes, don't use that language, which is incredible because he's been cursing for the last 15 minutes.
Love it.
Smooth move.
Strong move.
Agreed.
At that point, she's like, her voice is starting to crack and she's like getting a little bit emotional. And then the kid's like, I'm cold. Let me have your jacket. Right to the mom.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So now like we're like later into the show and they're still arguing. Yeah, and they're still arguing. And so then he's like arguing, and the dad is like, he's trying to start all these chants that like nobody is getting involved.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's a fucking asshole.
His one chant, one of the chants he was trying to start is the guy's name is Dolph Ziggler, who's a wrestler, and he's like, "Boo, Dolph the red-nosed reindeer," and he kept like saying it, and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, dude." But I'm like, this is incredible. Like, this is a car crash, and I'm like sitting here front row. The only problem is that they were sitting behind me, so I wish I was behind them, so I could have like videoed. And I'm trying to tweet like discreetly. I was like undercover, like you know, so they don't read my tweet from right above me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Dad stands up and he's like, you know, he's like, everyone around us realizes we shouldn't be together, blah blah blah, right? And so the mom storms up the steps. She leaves, right? And there's silence, and everyone's sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like silent for a couple seconds. Then all of a sudden, kid goes, I want cotton candy. And like, I lose it. Like, I started cracking up because I'm like, I can't believe this is fucking happening. So it's incredible. So the cotton candy guy's coming up. He gets some cotton candy. They're sitting there. And now a tag team championship match starts. And the dad is cheering for what is called Alpha Academy. And he's like loud cheering for them. Well, the mom comes down and now she's in the row. And instead of them arguing with each other now they're vehemently cheering for the opposite team in the wrestling and like loudly like yelling, like he's like, come on, Alpha, let's go. And she's like, let's go, Randy. You can beat him. They suck, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, there's so much riding on this tag team match. Like, this is incredible. Like, and I'm watching the match, and the match is so much better because whoever wins. So Alpha Academy ends up winning.
Real stakes.
Yeah, real stakes.
Real stakes for the poor son. Yes, J-Dub.
It's a custody battle.
Yeah. The real stakes for the son.
I agree, J-Dub.
Right.
Yeah, it's some nonsense.
Keep going, Tom.
So now
I'm the hook, line, and sinker. I got to hear the outcome.
Yeah. Alpha Academy ends up winning, and now Dad's like peacocking.
What's that mean?
around.
Whose guy was that?
That was the dad's.
Dad's
team.
Dad, no, fuck it.
So his team wins, right? So now I guess he's like taking selfies or whatever, and she's like,
kid up.
she's like, let me see, like, why can't I be in your Snapchat? Why can't I be in the Snapchat? And he's like, I'm just trying to Snapchat my best friend. I can't live like this, right?
Yep. I know. Yeah.
So they're arguing. Dad's still going crazy. Now he's trying to start a chant called Hall of Lame that no one's like listening to at all. He's like, Hall of Lame, Hall. And he's like over and over saying it. So next thing you know, it kind of like gets a little quiet. And I'm like, and I like turn around and the parents are gone. Mom and Dad are gone. But the kid is still there. Now it's like 10 o'clock and there's an 8-year-old kid and he's not in the seat. He's in the aisle. He's all hopped up on cotton candy. Right. And I'm like, this is incredible. So
respect, young bull. Shout out, young bull.
We're talking to like the people in the road and we're like, are you hearing this stuff that's going on? And they're like, yeah, like what the hell is going on? I was like, dude, I don't know. But I'm live tweeting this whole thing. It's incredible. So a couple minutes go by. Parents come downstairs. They've got full beers. It was last call for beers. Of course.
Oh my God.
So they had to go get beers. So now they're still bickering back and forth. And she goes, you know what? That's number 7 for you, right? Talking about the beers. And he's like, that's only number 5. And she's like, you had 2 on the car ride down here. So
road sodas.
So now the dad is trying to start the wave, right? He's trying to get everyone to
Dad.
the wave.
He went
incredible.
He went
Incredible.
all-time classic, trying to get a little bit
He's
of a
trying to get the wave. Well, he's trying to do the wave. He drops his phone into his beer, right? He drops the phone because no lids or nothing. He drops it into the beer. Now he's like, "Oh, I fucked up my phone." And she's like, "Here, let me see it. I'll help you." You know, she's trying to like,
No,
she's like
don't
trying to
touch
blow.
the
And I'm
phone.
like, dude,
Yeah.
she's trying to fucking go onto his phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we're kind of at the end of the night, and it's the main event. And the main event is a triple threat match. It's Liv Morgan, who's a smoke show, hot
Total
blonde
rocket.
chick.
Total rocket.
Bianca Belair, who's like very fit, attractive black
Yeah,
girl.
Michelle
I
Obama.
can't.
Okay, and Doudrop. Doudrop is a big, heavy women's wrestler. She's she's large. She's like I don't know. She's a big women's wrestler. So her name's Doudrop. So next thing you know, the dad starts cheering and he starts referencing that the mom looks like Doudrop, right? Yeah. And so he's sitting behind me and he's like, Doudrop, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, why do you keep looking at me when you say that? And he's like, I'm not looking at you. She's like, you're poking me right now. He's like, Doudrop. And he's poking her, right? And so I'm like, this is going to go down. Like, they're going to fucking fight now. Well, not like total flip. This starts to have them come together. Him calling her fat is starting to bring them together. She's like laughing at it now. She's giving him hugs. He's starting to call her Big Mama. He's like, oh, Big Mama. And then he starts chanting, Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama. And so I realized.
Please tell me this section picked up the Big Mama chant.
Dude, yes,
Okay,
and
finally.
a couple kids. But so I start to realize if Doudrop can win this match, this relationship has a chance.
Yeah.
It's got a
It's
chance.
gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So the match is going on. Doudrop is out. She's out cold. Bianca Belair is setting up for the final move. Well, out of the crowd comes Becky Lynch. She runs the champ. She runs into the stands, grabs Bianca, smashes her, brings her outside, throws her over a table. Doudrop wakes up from her unconsciousness, grabs Liv Morgan, drags her to the side. She does a Yokozuna bonsai drop on her. 1, 2, 3 for the win. I stand up and I'm going nuts. I turn around. They're embracing. The kid's asleep now. And I'm like, this is the greatest moment of my life. And not only did Doudrop win, but more importantly, love won, guys.
Yeah.
Love conquers all. It was an
Wow.
incredible night at the WWE, and
That's a roller coaster.
I mean,
I laughed, I cried, it was incredible. It was
Dude,
the
it's
most
everything.
amazing fan experience I've ever been to.
I would not.
That's what you paid for. That was
Yeah,
real. That was
I would
it.
not-
In the
Fuck the
ring,
opera.
in the stands.
Yeah, I would not put that past Vince McMahon to have those as plants. And
I was like, is this
Yeah.
part of the show?
yeah, dude,
Save
that's
that.
Go ahead, Liam.
Save that marriage for at least till they're halfway home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or to the parking lot, halfway
Yeah.
through the parking lot.
First wrong turn that bull makes. He's
No,
laying into him.
Traffic ended that marriage. You kidding me?
Oh,
Forget.
yeah.
it.
Lost
Cool
his
till
keys,
Thursday.
trying
Yeah.
to do the wave.
I like to
Oh,
think they could make it
God.
to SummerSlam. Those two crazy kids.
Good
WrestleMania.
story. Yep.
They're getting to the
SummerSlam
Royal
romance.
Rumble. Ugh.
Agreed.
Money in the bank.
So I know
Oh
that was a
my
long
God.
story, but I was like,
No,
it was so
great.
nuts
That was great. Is it available
Oh.
at your Twitter?
yeah,
What's your Twitter handle?
at Tom Lavelles.
All right, nice. We'll have the link in the description if you want to check out the live tweets on his Twitter. Nice. All right. Wow. I mean,
Can I
Fucking-
see this tweet? Can I see this tweet shit without being a part of this fucking Twitter thing?
yeah, I'll send
that's
it.
a
to you.
no.
Screenshot it to you.
Yo,
Absolutely
print them out and mail them
not.
to you.
I'll do it on.
Send you a postcard.
You'll be getting a fax tomorrow.
yeah, yeah. Nice.
Yo,
So-
fuck you. The fax machine's right there.
Nice. So, like we said, Molly Godfrey, next week's guest. She owns a company and owns a shop called Lark, right? Big fan of Lark, right? You remember that,
Lark.
J-Dub?
Yep. And it's actually what's the joke? What a lark! Or
no, I really like that shop a lot.
That's what it was.
Yeah, really great name. Yeah,
it is. It's spelled weird.
Yeah, Leark or something along those lines.
Something along that line.
Leark.
I'm sorry. Were you two dipshits on the fucking podcast? What the fuck is happening? You didn't smell this broad's fucking company?
We recorded
the fuck is happening?
We recorded
pieces of shit.
5 weeks ago. We recorded that.
Spell the fucking company.
Yeah, Learke.
God damn it.
Yeah.
There's an E in there.
Yeah, good old Lark.
Sounds like there's two.
What did I say? Samsonite?
Swanson.
You were close.
Lark reminds me of like a LARP, like a live action role play. You know, you get
That's
some
what it
armor
is.
on, you get some
That's what it stands for.
you get some cardboard
hold up.
swords.
That's what LARPing is.
Did
Yeah.
Sausage just jump in super aggressive with it? Like,
Whoa.
That's what I've been talking about the whole time.
Sausage,
No.
where have you been? What planet are you on?
Always been talking.
I'm the one that's brought up LARPing, first
Speak
of all. And
No,
that's
I brought
why.
up LARPing first. I was the
Speak
first
up for the
No,
LARPing.
I brought up
Speak up.
LARPing.
Speak up for the women.
All right, so
Yeah.
Sausage,
should all
what are your
LARP.
thoughts on LARP?
Yeah, school me and Burn. What you doing? What you talking about here?
I think it's gay as hell, but
She said
I
clearer
mean-
than a $3 bill.
I don't know. I guess
Benoit, what are you thinking about LARP?
I have no idea. Why don't you explain to me
What do I-
LARP? What the fuck is LARP? The one you're talking about.
so
Is it-
Steve-
there's
live
Steve.
action
Yeah.
role playing.
No,
Go ahead,
Break,
Burn.
break me down, Burn.
I'm gonna school you. Okay, so I've never done this, but it's live action role playing, right? So it's like
Okay.
if you've ever seen like a Civil War reenactment, like that's LARPing, right? People go put the shit on and go pretend to do
Outfit.
things. You can do it with like Dungeons and Dragons stuff. You can do it with like
That's what I'm
knights and
thinking.
Yeah. You know, you ever seen the movie like I Love You Man? was it I Love
Role
You Man?
model.
Role models.
Role models,
yeah.
role models. Yeah. So, but this has sparked a kind of a. I've never done it, but like I don't know. I think it might be funny
massive.
in the right scenario. I think we should probably try to figure out a working perspectives live LARP come summer, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see Steve in like a cardboard centurion helmet that he made. And be like,
Mace.
you have to strike them with the sword. You're not actually allowed to tackle them and leg lock them.
Yeah.
But I think we could get together a pretty sweet team. Man.
I was
I
always
mean, the
a
Working
fan of
Perspectives
medieval
pod-
times.
Oh, love medieval times.
Exactly, right?
I want a mace.
So
Ooh.
Yeah.
you
Swing
want a
that
mace? JW, you want a mace?
bitch. Want a
You
mace
got
and a
it.
lightsaber.
You're mace guy? Hell yeah.
Mace-
We'll have to
Yeah.
check out the rules for that particular LARP. But I say we get it
Flaming
poppin'
hot.
in the summer.
Yeah.
Let's go get a weird live let's go see if
No.
we can take
Yeah.
down the hardcore
Rhino?
LARPers.
Yeah. No, let's do.
There will be.
Yeah.
I'll tackle a rhino. I
So
don't
that's
give a fuck.
two live events that we have, because we have the Revolutionary War paintball live event, right? Where it's going to be incredible. And then we talked about that on the Alan Bach episode, right? Which will
Yeah.
be available eventually.
Has not aired yet. Yeah.
Has not aired
Shout out
yet.
Alan. He's the man.
But here's the idea for that, right? So back in the day, we used to play a paintball game when we were running low on paintballs and stuff. You could only shoot one bullet at a time, and we lined up like it was like a Revolutionary War battlefield, where it was
Shit.
one side was a line of guys, like 3 guys, the other side was a line of 3 guys, and you walked towards each other, right? And you only got to put in one bullet at a time. So like one side would shoot while the other side's walking towards them. Then the
It's
other
a
One
musket.
side,
step at a time, right?
It's a
you
must.
take,
Yeah.
like you would take like
You'd fire and take a step, and then they would fire and take a step,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
would and
would
then if
just
you got
slowly get
yeah,
close.
you
If
would
you got
take
hit in the-
like it would slow walk. But
To be
yeah,
honest, I'm gonna shoot you dead in the nutsack.
You
So
think.
you ain't
You
gonna
think.
take no more steps.
you
No, I know. I
think.
just at my last fucking bachelor party in fucking Washington. Shout out you shitty ass Danny DeVito. With Scram, we played paintball.
Come on,
And
Fire
yes,
Bros.
no. If we're
Danny
standing across from each other,
DeVito.
I'm shooting you right in the nutsack.
Hey,
or the
I,
neck.
I hope not. But the way the game would
It's not
go
hard.
is that like if you did
One
get-
shot my ass. I'm laying off 8 because this is called a burst.
Jesus Christ. So okay, so yeah,
Brat, brat.
Steve's the Rambo of the Revolutionary War.
yeah.
But, but yeah, no.
Oh,
it
wait, they didn't have automatics then?
No, But yeah,
right.
like if you got shot in like the leg, you had to lose a leg, like, you know. But it was just, dude, it was like when you're like, you start off like 50 feet apart, maybe more, right? Like, what would you say, J-Dub? We were like 30 yards apart, something like that.
Yeah, you want a good distance, so it's not simple in the first round, but it starts to get the anticipation of standing there and just waiting, just covering your junk and waiting to get shot.
Yeah, see, covering your junk. I'm shooting you right in the nuts, dog.
Oh, bro, it was, yeah, that's the worst. No,
But it gets fun as it gets closer. It gets more,
yeah,
and like you could be close to shit, and it just curves a little, and you're like, oh god, I just wasted my turn.
Yeah.
Or you get hit in the leg, you got to stand on one foot.
Yep.
Did you guys ever encounter anyone who put the paintballs in the freezer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? We played in the winter.
Yeah.
So they were
my former guest to the show, listening to the show, my youngest brother Pulaski was like a huge paintball dude. Like he got, he has all his own gear. Unfortunately for him, he was the youngest, right? So
turns
like,
into a mini cannonball.
He's like, I got all my own paintball gear. And me and my brother Mike were like, cool, let's see if it works. Go stand against the garage door.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? We were like, we'll walk to the end of the driveway and you stand against the garage door and we're going to light you up. And he was like, but it's my gun. And we were like, yeah, we know.
Anyway, that's how the game goes.
To the garage door. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And he told me a story where they used to play like, especially where I'm from, there's a lot of open fields and stuff. So they used to play legit like outside. And he was like, we had a fort. We built this like shitty fort out of plywood. And so like that was our base. And he's like, we're playing one day, and all of a sudden these paintballs start ripping through the plywood. Yeah. And we pop out. One kid put his paintballs in the freezer the night before. And so they were like legitimate projectiles. And they only had some shitty contact board or plywood, whatever. It wasn't nice. Still. But like all of a sudden they're like, why is this ripping through the walls?
Yeah.
This is supposed to splatter. That's the whole game, right?
Yeah, that kid deserves a death.
I think he got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, he should. He should.
That day.
Yeah.
On site.
Yeah, there was speaking of executions, you'll hear the story on the Allenbach episode, but there was, I guess just like a military style execution of a prisoner with a paintball gun. Then we go into detail about it. Shout out D-Bill, fan of the show, listen to the show. So let's keep it moving. So Tom, thanks for sharing that story. Yep. And look for some LARPing live events from the Working Perspectives podcast gang. But I want to keep it moving. I want to talk a little bit about what we got going down on the weekend. So La Chemise, you got any plans for this weekend, my man? Or any recommendations of any plans?
This weekend?
Or any weekend?
Tell me you put Layla in a speed event with the new go-kart.
Nah, yeah, we'll probably take the go-kart out and stuff if the weather's
hell
not
yeah,
shitty.
Dad, hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. If you didn't see Spider-Man yet, see that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You saw it, Jada?
Yeah, banging.
Yo, do you guys know
Just
what?
super good.
Like a fucking real weirdo, but whatever.
Do you guys know what? Are you familiar with 4D?
Is that
like,
where they?
I went to go see to go see Spider-Man, and I was like going to buy the tickets, and like they only had one time available, and they were like 3D 4D, and I was like, well, I guess I'll go 4D because that's got to be better than 3D. It's one more D.
Right.
Yeah. We always like extra D, right, guys?
Yeah.
So
That's only some.
the more
Likes the
D's,
extra
the
D.
better. So I get in there, and I hadn't smoked pot in like a long time. It'd probably been like 6 months.
Hold
or
up.
whatever.
Are you
What?
80? Who calls weed pot? What the fuck are you from the fucking 60s? Kind of
I hadn't
weird shit
smoked-
is that?
That's what happens
I
when you
love
don't
the
smoke
marijuana.
it.
I didn't know you were full blown, Dad. You wearing New
Listen.
Balances while you mow the lawn?
Tom had some grass and
Smoke
and
high on
here's what happened.
I was
Some
high on
dope.
the weed. I was high on the weed.
The weed.
Say less. My life.
So either way, I go in there, and they didn't have Reese's Pieces at the snack thing, so I was pissed.
Fuck that
Problematic.
Shit
fucking
show.
big problem.
Yeah. So
4D gets you.
yeah, but so I'm going in, and I have my beer, and next thing you know, the thing starts, right? And I like crack the beer. I'm like, all right, here we go. Go watch the
Everybody
Spider-Man
here, hold
shit.
on.
I got
Did you
the
have a can?
glasses.
Did you have a can?
Yeah.
Yes, I love it when you hear the noise in the movie theater.
Yeah.
You got to time it. You got to time it. You time
There's
it during
no
an
timing.
action scene. Yeah,
Yeah,
action
it's
scene,
so
and all the
loud.
shit's going off, boom, and no one hears a thing. So
Respect.
either way, I'm there, and next thing you know, they start this like preview, and my fucking chair starts like boom, 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 flying around like this. Water spraying at me, air's flying everywhere. I'm getting like punched in the back and like I'm spilling all over the place. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like on a roller coaster ride. I'm like, what the fuck is happening, dude? And I said to my buddy, I was like, dude, I'm gonna get fucking sick. There's only been 30 seconds in this. I'm getting motion sickness in this shit. So 4D, I guess, is a fucking roller coaster ride.
You got plowed. You got plowed.
Wait, you legit got hit in the face with water?
They have like a spray gun in front of you that sprays water at you. They got air shooting on the side. They got shit like
I'd be too high for that nonsense.
yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Wow.
In the face with 4Ds.
Yeah, 4Ds. 4Ds all over.
So does anyone
Never
else
had that many.
Awesome.
not for lack of trying.
Alley-oop.
Yeah. So does everyone do this move with the Reese's Pieces where you buy popcorn, you buy Reese's Pieces, and you dump the Reese's Pieces in the popcorn?
No, only your fat ass does that.
That's chaos.
Oh,
I
dude,
It's a
hate
fat
popcorn.
kid move.
it's incredible. Incredible.
You know what else is good, Maddie? Too. They make you know how there used to be like the blue crunch bar, which is crunch on it.
Yeah.
They make little crunch clusters.
Crunch a bunch.
And crunch
Crunch a
bunch.
Buy
Everybody's
Nestle.
like a bunch of crunch
Buy
a bunch.
Nestle.
That's a real nice popcorn throw in right there.
The-
No,
Yeah.
The true original is Goobers at the movie theater. Chocolate covered peanuts.
Yep. You're right.
Wonderful treat. Feel like a 7-year-old
Really?
man.
Out of your fucking mind. I got to pick that shit out of my teeth for a week.
How do you
Fuck all
feel
that
about
nonsense.
Raisinets? I'm a Raisinets guy as well.
Raisinets
It
are
sounds
great.
racist.
Not in the
Sounds
popcorn
racist.
though. Not in the
Love-
popcorn.
love
Raisinets are
Raisinets.
great, but not in the popcorn.
You're racist.
Nice.
I saw the California raisins.
So Liam, you're gonna hang out with your daughter this weekend and do a little go-karting.
I must have been spacing. Dude, Eagles playoffs this weekend.
Ooh,
go.
ooh, yes. All right. Well, what's your prediction then for the playoff game?
Tom's going to kiss his kid with his tongue at the end.
Yeah, right. Weird ass dude. Birds by 30.
Hell yeah.
No,
Fucking
I
come
mean-
see us.
No, seriously though, Tampa Bay is beatable. We
Hell
lost to
yeah.
them. We lost to them by what? 6 points.
Yeah.
When we were
They
at
were
our
loaded.
worst. When we were at our worst, and they were probably at their best.
Loaded.
It is a
Agreed.
winnable game. It is a winnable game.
Let's
Yeah.
If they
go,
win, it'll
Scram.
probably be close, but they do have a shot, dude. They really
We do have a shot.
Yeah. Anyone does.
As probably the only non-Eagles fan on this podcast, I think that's a nice matchup for the Birds. Like as far as other teams that are in the playoffs, I actually think Tampa Bay can maybe
Fuck up. They can fuck up.
they can fuck
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Who knows where they're at either, we'll see.
Also,
what
condolences to Matt's middle school, grade school mate, Joe Judge.
No,
He was
man.
waiting in the parking lot to
He's a
fight
fucking-
anyone
he's a
who
clown.
wanted to show up.
Tom went to school with him longer than I did. I was only there with him for like 3/4 of a year. Tom went there. He was a grade below you, Tom, or a grade above you?
Above.
He just turned 40, so
Yeah.
probably above.
Yeah. Nice. Yep. So, all right. Well, Joe Judge,
Didn't really know him.
good ride.
Me neither.
Because
yeah,
he's a
Joe Judge.
faggot. You
I
knew
will
you were
say
a
this.
Giants
I will say
faggot?
this. We
Never
had
heard of her.
Matt. We had.
Yeah,
They
fucking
were
tranny.
seniors. They were seniors the year that me and you were both the Spirit Kings, right? And
The fuck
There's-
are the Spirit Kings? Oh my god.
The worst experience
never
of my
mind.
life.
Tom and Matt, apparently.
Please do not explain this. Just please,
So-
I like you. Just move on.
Yeah.
so either way, Spirit Kings.
Oh my
They-
god.
The
I quit.
class. It's for the pep rally. So everyone's like going nuts and
Oh
thing.
my
They were
God.
just like sitting down, like this sucks or whatever. You know what I mean? And they were
Yeah,
so lame.
too cool for
Because they
Yeah,
went to
they're too cool for
LC.
everything.
LC sucked.
Yeah, not disagreeing. Okay.
See you on the
so-
LC roundtable coming soon. Fans of the show, listen
Well,
to the show.
I will. Disclaimer. LC got some biddies though. There was some biddies that went to LC.
Biddies.
My bad.
You called me old.
I got aggressive.
So, okay, nice. So let's keep moving. Thanks for sharing that, Lishmis. So, Jalen, any plans for the weekend or
gonna watch the-
recommendations?
I'm gonna watch the Eagles beat Tom Brady.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
I'm
Again.
gonna again, and then what else? There's not much else going on. You got Sixers and Beads on a roll. I got Dying Light, new video game on PlayStation 4.
Ooh.
Kill zombies.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
hot.
Love a new video game.
My girlfriend's got a quarantine, so I'm gonna quarantine until the Eagles game.
Nice. So
Is that one? Is that a 1 o'clocker Sunday? Is it?
Yeah.
Eagles the
Yeah,
1
we got the
o'clock, right?
yeah, worst slot. Got the shitty slot.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
This will be
That means
love a
that
1
means
o'clock.
Vegas is
Yeah, I
Vegas
love-
is worried. Vegas is worried that
I
Tom's
love-
gonna fuck up.
I love a 1 o'clock.
I
Give
love
me the
when
1 o'clock all the time.
I loved when we
Not me.
went when me and Tom had season tickets. 1 o'clock game was the best.
That's different. If you attend the game, it's the best game.
The one
When you
that
watch
is
it, no one
early.
gives a fuck about 1 o'clock.
Yeah, but you know what though? Take it from the people with kids too.
You get
Like
the shitty announcers.
a 1 o'clock game means you get to get out of the house at 10, right? You take the kid out, you go to a playground, you run him around, you do some weird shit. Like you can get that compromise of like 1 to 4. I need to be focused. Like you just go out early, you just run the kid into the ground,
Yeah.
and then come back. You get him some lunch, and then you come back, and you're like, all right, he wants to hang out with you now. Those 4 o'clock games get weird. You got dinner, you got bath time, you got bedtime. Like all of a sudden, you didn't see the third quarter at all.
Yeah.
Like, as the dude with a kid, soon to be kids, give me the 1 o'clock. I can barter the 1 o'clock,
Oof.
but the 4 o'clock is tough to.
Yeah.
There's too many things happening
Fucking
in the middle.
kids. Yeah, I'm with you. Nice.
It's always all about the children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about the
Never
children.
about me.
Not about
Nope.
it. Never is. So nice. So thanks for sharing that, Jalen Dub. Sausage, I know you're super excited for the Eagles game and everything Eagles. But
Go Birds.
yeah, cool. What are your plans for this weekend? Or do you have any recommendations for plans for this weekend?
I have off a lot randomly, and I was going to try to go snowboarding.
Where do you
with
work?
QVC,
What is that?
like the channel.
What?
Yeah.
That's still a thing?
What do
Yeah.
you do on QVC?
Hell yeah.
Edit
The hand model.
photos.
Oh, no shit.
Make shit look cooler than it really is.
Oh, damn. I
She
didn't know
runs
that.
that. She runs that dope ass sword show that runs at like midnight.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Really?
I
Nothing
edit
but throwing
swords.
stars in it.
Yeah,
You
like
really?
cutting through lead pipes and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn, sausage. Look at you. What
Yep.
what software do you use
Thank
for the
you.
editing?
Yeah, you should
Adobes.
get her on. You should get her on the Working Perspectives podcast.
She is booked. She's booked.
I am
She'll
the-
we
Hey,
record,
hey,
we
wait.
record
Ain't
with
that
her
the, like
next
the
month.
Kim Kardashian
Nice.
shit or some shit? Wasn't one of them bitches on that thing?
No, there are some like Real Housewives though. And
Oh,
Katy
alright.
Perry was late to a shoot.
I'll
and she's a
cannonball the
bitch.
shit out of that big titty
I hate
broad.
Katy Perry.
Really? You met Katy Perry?
No, I didn't meet her. She was
Oh.
late and a
Oh.
bitch. I don't want to meet her.
Oh, wow.
Ah, fuck her.
She got
Well,
some
Katy
big
Perry,
old
fan of the
titties.
show, listener to the show.
Yeah.
I listen,
Nice. Okay, so you got off this weekend and you're just gonna hang out, veg out, do nothing.
No, I said I was gonna try to go snowboarding. I
Oh,
don't know if
sorry,
it's gonna
I
work out.
interrupted you.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out. It's gonna be a late night snow. So unless you're going snowboarding at Sunday at 1
I was
a.m.
thinking about that.
Sausage,
That's
where you trying
on
to
the
go?
list.
Where you trying to
Um,
go? Get up to
well,
my dojo, Jack Frost, little montage,
Little montage?
little
Hey,
Little
blue
montage?
boulder,
Such
little
a
I was
Poconos.
gonna go with a
such a
fellow,
shitty mountain.
with my fellow pharmacy
Always.
companion.
Oh, so
and-
bad. You'll die on montage. That sounds terrible.
Who's your fellow pharmacy companion?
yeah.
The
From,
pack?
from the
The pack of
just
smuts?
no
The
just
Smees?
one. Shut up!
The Smees?
You can't say that. You can't. You can't. Anyway, cut it.
I mean, it's
Anyway.
out there. Wait.
Yeah.
One of
I
the
know.
Smeezies?
Show's live.
Okay. Anyway, never mind. I will.
So
I was
wait,
gonna
you're
go-
still
I'm
friends?
not
What
gonna-
is this? What are we never minding? I'm lost.
You're
here.
still
I
friends
said
with
I
the
was still
Smeezers?
friends
Tom, you
with
can check out the
her.
show on all podcast platforms.
Yeah.
Said
Oh,
that
so-
when I told you.
Okay. So
Anyway.
she who must not be named, you and
Who
one of
are the Smees?
don't say their names.
Later.
Rachel told a story on last
Oh,
week.
their last name is Smee?
Yeah.
No, they're just sluts, bro. They
It's
just call
me
them
from
Smees.
Hook.
Yeah, I was like,
Smees.
wow, who's the Smees?
It's me.
Yep.
Like
no,
a sleaze?
last
Smees?
last week on the Weekend Pop In, available on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast, Rachel and Liam hashed out a story that they both had. Well, I had glanced over, in the end of Roundtable part 3, the Next Generation, and then Liam wasn't able to hash it out because he didn't know what she was talking about. And then apparently it was a story about Rachel and a couple of promiscuous young ladies buying condoms at the pharmacy.
The Smees were central to the story. I mean, they were the glue. They glued the whole story together.
Damn right they did. Smeezy's gluing shit together. Story of my
Well,
life.
anyway, I might go snowboarding. I might not.
All right.
Also karaoke every Saturday. My boyfriend hosts it.
Where?
Fan of the show was just kidding.
Fuck him! Don't cut that shit. Look available for the show. What's the matter?
Do you want to shout out the karaoke?
Fuck that nerd.
Yes.
Wait.
Karaoke social club.
Sausage. You date a
What?
dude that like is one of those like karaoke host guys.
He just started. That's how we became started.
She dates a karaoke.
Did you
I
meet
used
at
to-
karaoke?
I used to be on a karaoke league, like in New York, like.
Sausage.
Too long.
Don't take any shit from these
Matt,
swine
that sounds
sausage.
like a
Don't take
live
any shit
event.
from these
That
guys.
sounds like a
Oh.
live event to me.
Wait, is there
Yes.
like karaoke competitions?
That sounds
I
like a
used
live
to,
event.
yeah.
How's it? Hold on. Can we get into this a little more? How does a karaoke
They were
competition go?
rigged.
I mean,
So we were like teams of like, however, I think it had to be like at least 4 people. And then everybody, it kind of sucked. That's like what pissed me off is like, you had to like tell everyone to go in order to get like votes.
Money at the door. Yeah, it's all about
Yeah.
people in the city.
So like the more people you have to vote for you specifically is like I
It
know for
wasn't
a
about
fact.
who's the best.
So
I know
it
for a
was the
fact I
audience.
had more people. I think somebody was fucking a judge. I don't know. I don't like believe that the people that
So
won
you
should have
decided to
won.
start fucking a judge,
Like,
dating the guy that hosts it.
Sausage is waiting.
You're rigging
till
it for
marriage.
yourself.
yeah.
Sausage is
Sausage,
waiting
don't
till
And-
take
marriage.
any
And here
guff.
I am
Don't take any
now.
guff.
This won't happen to me again.
Yeah. So
I'll never let this happen again.
speaking of awful karaoke experiences,
None of mine are awful.
I have an
Hell yeah.
awful one.
Wasn't good.
It
wasn't good.
It was lost the room. Let me tell you. So
You got to be able to read the room, Matt. That's a
I
big
did
part of
not-
it.
I
And you
did
did
not
not.
read.
Reading has never been a strong point for you.
No, I was not hooked on phonics. Tell you that. At my we've talked about it on the show. My little brother Alex, he's a pole smoker, and he was having.
Oh,
He's a happily married man.
He's a happily married pole smoker.
He likes 4D.
Yeah, he loves some 4D.
Ah!
So my
And there
little
was a turning point in his life.
my little brother Alex is gay, and he was getting, and him being gay is essential to the story. So he was getting married. It was his
Yeah.
second marriage, right? We were in Chicago. We were at the marriage, right? And he gets married. Everything's
wedding.
good. The wedding, and yeah, so he's
Fancy shit.
all right, he's getting married. Everything's going good. At the reception, right? He had karaoke at the reception, right? Like instead of a DJ or he did karaoke, which was really for him because he had like a song rehearsed with this
It's
lady.
daring.
Right. He did it because he wanted like attention for singing Paradise by the Dashboard Light with this lady.
Also, me and him had plans to do.
Uh-oh. I
Tell
ruined that,
me
didn't I?
something. I know.
What?
Tell me
Well-
something, girl.
We have been
Either way.
planning that for like a year.
Either way. So we'll get more into that. But either way, oh yeah, Sausage, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, you like barely spoke to me.
Guess I didn't see it.
Fucking faggot.
Either way, so we do karaoke.
Not your brother, you, Matt.
Alex goes up and sings Paradise by the Dashboard Light, first song, right? And really brought the house down.
I don't think he did Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Just throwing
I do
out
that
there.
song both
Didn't-
parts by
no,
myself like,
didn't-
all the time.
no,
No,
didn't
he had a friend that did it really well. He did some other.
But he did it
Cher.
with them, didn't he?
No, it was someone else.
It was probably me. Just
Oh,
kidding.
whatever.
I don't know,
First
maybe.
song, Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf, brought the
Terrible,
house down.
terrible fucking song to sing.
Agreed.
Right.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I just
Yes,
did
it
it.
is.
I just did it. It
my
does
fucking
bring the
God.
house
No
down.
wonder
It
you
brings the
never
house
won the
down.
competition.
Calm
No
down,
wonder you
slow
never won.
down.
Yeah. So either way, terrible song to sing. Way
Amazing
too
song.
long.
But when a couple does it,
Just too long.
it's the worst thing ever.
Just
Oh,
too
and there's
long.
never dudes like singing. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I've never
I can do it
sung
by
it.
myself.
Shutting up. So
Not great
either
to listen
way, so song too long. So either way, I was the second song up, right? And I sang 1,000 Miles by the Proclaimers, right?
500 miles. But go ahead.
500 miles, but
No,
the sequel.
The song is called 1,000 Miles, isn't it?
No.
Oh,
No.
whatever. Fine.
Close enough. Whatever.
Fine. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Parentheses, I would walk, and parentheses, 500 miles.
We're
Yeah.
only Pittsburgh away.
So
Whatever.
either way, so I sing that song. Doesn't go. I mean, it was fine. Not great.
It's stuck.
Right. It just, because it's a catchy song. Right. So then a couple more songs go. Right. Everyone's feeling it. Everyone's doing good. Someone else just went. Right. And I've been drinking and having a good time and whatever.
You did Baby's Got Back.
No, I did
No.
something even worse. So know this. We are in Chicago.
Girls just want to have fun.
We're
Face
in-
down, ass up by Two Live Crew.
We're in Chicago, right?
Very liberal.
Very liberal, very much it's a gay wedding, very
You want to fuck the
liberal,
police?
lot of Democrats, pretty much a Democrat full crowd, right? So I went up to the karaoke guy. I was like, give me the mic, right? And he's like,
Did
what
the
do you
national
wanna
anthem.
sing? I
Lee Greenwood.
no.
God bless America.
I sang
Yes.
God Bless America.
Yes, I nailed it. I knew it.
Sang
Hell
it,
yeah.
dude. Crickets, right? Like, dude,
Fuck
I had
them
people,
you fucking
like,
shitty humans.
Alex was in like the other room, and someone went and got him and told him like, your brother's singing God Bless America. And I'm like, right? And Alex
Strong
was just like,
choice, Matt.
He was like,
Strong
"That's-
choice."
That's on him, And I had to eat shit for this whole song. Like, no one joined in with me.
I
Right?
sang with you.
Yeah, no one heard.
Because
I
you're a
didn't-
goddamn American.
I didn't hear anyone.
Well,
join
I
in
saw
with
he
me.
was struggling.
Dude.
And,
It was bad.
God didn't
People
didn't bless his karaoke.
God-
voice.
Fuck
dude.
those people.
Dude, I mean, whatever. Best country in the
I mean,
world.
Fuck
just-
you, sausage. You're letting them die out there on the cross.
dude, die.
I
Just-
think I was in the
Devil's
photo booth.
Either
Just
way.
the devil's advocate for one
Going
minute.
4D.
She was trying to win the competition.
She was
I
going
know.
4D in
I
the
was
photo
busy practicing.
Let him die. Let him lose.
Yeah. Bad.
Yeah, just
what were
to-
you gonna say, Vern?
Just the devil's advocate, though. God Bless America. Kind of a weird song at a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. that
Never.
maybe
I
that was
disagree.
the best.
Is it?
I mean-
Is the wedding in America?
I mean, like, but are we talking about America? It's like,
Vern, you know what it
Chicago.
was? I think. I
The
don't think.
acapella.
Chicago.
I don't think he read the room. It wasn't the right room for it. One. And when you
Oh.
do sing "God Bless America," everyone has to be
at a
turn- like
place.
they've
Yes.
got to be there. Matt was there.
Oh,
Everybody
on
else
fire.
wasn't there yet.
No.
Okay, Matt was there, but everybody else was not
No.
there yet.
Matt, do you think
No,
90
no.
minutes? Do you think 90 minutes later you would have gotten a different result?
No, never,
No.
never would have gone over.
There
That
you go.
song
Okay.
never would have hit ever.
Okay.
It was the
Okay.
wrong. The thing was, like, we used to have like big parties and stuff, and we would break that out in the middle of a party, right?
Yeah.
And everyone would sing, right? And it was,
Sure.
yeah. What are you saying, Liam?
during Pete McCormick's first bachelor
Bachelor
party. Remember,
party,
we
yeah.
were all in the strip club singing "God Bless America."
yeah.
Now that
Allegedly.
is when it works.
Allegedly.
Yeah. No, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I've been in a pizza shop that was packed before, and everyone started singing "God Bless America," and it tore the house down at 2:30
Yeah.
in the morning when all the
At
bars
a-
let out. you
at
know?
a gay wedding, never a good.
Did
time.
not- yeah.
Never hit.
Just curious.
So-
I was just curious if you thought
Yeah.
like had you saved
Nope.
it so people were more lubricated.
Nope.
You
And I-
saying no, it was never going
Dude,
to work.
I had to sing the whole thing. I had to.
I mean, Trump
Yeah,
was the
well,
president. It wasn't
Yes.
the right scene there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
no one
You
liked him.
are technically respecting Alex's service.
True. Alex
Thank
is.
you. Thank you for your service.
Alex is in the army. I mean, also. I mean,
to you or the
He
country?
wasn't at that point. He wasn't at that point.
My better
Yeah,
half.
true. Yeah. So nice. Yeah. So that was my karaoke horror story. Either way. Yeah. So nice. Well, great. Well, Sausage, good luck with your karaokeing and everything like that. Big fan.
Thanks, of course.
What is your
Everybody's a
go-to
big fan.
song?
I've exhausted all of them, but usually Because the Night by Patti Smith is a one
Nice,
I do.
Great
nice.
one.
That belongs to lovers, doesn't it?
Tell me something.
Put it in
your
I
mouth.
Still do.
Nice.
Maybe.
Nice.
I would be interested in doing that. Paradise by the Dashboard Light. I like to do.
Dude,
Sausage,
two-
you're an older soul than I thought.
I do.
soul.
No, I do. Don't speak like that. Brings the house down.
Great
Strong.
tune.
Strong.
Dude,
yeah, I do it very
two
passionately, very intensely.
Two ones that I always thought hit was These Eyes, right?
I've been thinking about doing that.
I did that at a karaoke once at Yates Pub in Ardmore, brought the house down. And then another one is Tainted Love.
Everybody does that.
Tainted Love's a hit.
Oh.
So fucking gay.
Basic.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Steve, I would pay to see you do karaoke. I
Shut
would.
up. You'll see me act like a female and fucking wrestle other females before that shit happens. I will literally bulldog my nuts and take my dong to my leg.
Dude drop.
I wait till you don't
Big
hear my
mama.
shitty ass voice. Shut the
Big
fuck up.
mama.
You don't want to hear me sing shit.
I know. I would love to hear it. So
I like to do Eminem. Most
Oh.
Eminem songs.
Oh.
That's how I got started in my
Look
career.
at you, Sausage. Look at you. Very nice.
Rachel, me
Who knew
you
she
and
was-
Bell did
Yeah.
you and Bell did
Psycho
No
Killer.
Money, Mo Problems, man.
Yeah, Liam knows how much I karaoke.
Bell's karaoke song, Psycho Killer.
Psycho Killer only.
That's cassette.
Brings, dude, Bell does this. His move goes up to the mic, turns the prompter around because he doesn't
strong.
need the words for Psycho Killer. He does it so well. That's his move. Yeah.
Sometimes he doesn't do it well. I've
Well,
seen it
John-
not
best times.
go
Wow,
over.
it's all right, karaoke snob. Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
John
I'm
Bell
just
is
saying, I've seen him not,
He's
I've
just-
seen him do it a million times, and there's been a couple times not always.
Yeah, nice.
Not
All
always
right, so
that.
Had a little
Let's-
too much sauce.
yep, let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
Very thanks for sharing that, Sausage. Tom, this weekend, any plans, any recommendation? Go ahead.
I'm thinking about going snowboarding.
Tell me something, boy.
Then there's karaoke on Saturday nights.
Fuck up.
Does your boyfriend host it?
Yeah.
Hopefully soon to be.
Oh.
What am I doing? Nothing. I've got a 4.5-year-old. We don't have plans this weekend. It's like 2 weekends in a row, and that's the first time in like, I don't know, 6 months.
No plans
And-
is the best plans.
So I like to cook, so I'll probably be cooking something. I made some homemade raviolis today, and I don't know. We'll
Ooh.
see what's gonna happen.
Maybe a
on
nap.
Saturday.
Maybe a nap, perhaps. Who knows?
No, I don't do the nap. I'd like to, but
Yeah.
he doesn't nap anymore, so
Yeah.
there's no nap. There's
That's
no nap
tough.
happening. I wake up, I get a nice cup of coffee.
And you fist
take
fight your
care of
son all day.
business. Yeah, he's big into wrestling now, so
Love
Yeah.
it. He has a great drop kick. Great drop kick.
does have a good drop kick.
One of the best.
Saturday, I don't even know what the weather's supposed to be like Saturday, so I don't know. Saturday,
Great.
and then I work Sunday for the Eagles game, so we'll see.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Benoit Pood Cassette. Any plans or recommendation for the weekend?
I'm working Friday, Saturday night, and any moment there's a baby coming. So I'm just
damn.
hoping that maybe not like
Yeah.
this weekend, but
Your wife
maybe
is gonna
this
shit
weekend.
out a child.
I have no idea, man. Like right now, we've pretty much just rearranged my entire house over the last couple days. The nesting is in full effect, and just trying to, just stay alive. I do have one thing I have to bring up though.
Yeah.
And this made a lot of sense to me from the
Sure.
previous podcast. You were talking
Yeah.
about Albanian traffic laws, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
Okay. The Albanian traffic law philosophy to me seems like the exact same argument of why rugby dudes don't get concussions, right?
Yeah.
Like in the United States, you drive like an asshole, you get into an accident, somebody's at fault, they have
Yeah.
to pay for it.
Yeah.
In Albania, you get into an accident and everyone suffers, right? Everyone's suspended.
Everybody.
This is the argument of like why the NFL has a ton of concussions, because everyone's dressed in pads and helmets and built like missiles. Where in rugby, they don't really get concussions because everyone knows my fucking head's out here. I better be careful with my goddamn head and neck.
Yeah.
So I did want to point out that I think Albanian traffic laws and the argument for maybe less pads in football. Maybe take the helmets off, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let them
You'll
play.
be more
Get rid of all the
cautious.
personal fouls.
Are you
Let 'em
saying
play.
no seatbelts or something?
You take your
like that?
fucking
No,
helmet off.
the-
I ain't
No.
buying a fucking ticket.
The-
You better get paid
The
$30
Alban
to play that dumbass sport because you're not going to hit as hard. That's why rugby, no one gives a fuck about it. The NFL, we give a
That's-
fuck about because
That's
they're
true.
weighing each other the fuck out.
we
But
don't
we
give a
give a
shit
fuck
about
about
rugby.
it.
The athletes
The
in
rest of the
football are
world-
so much better. It's not even fucking close.
Rugby's so much bigger than American football. And I'm not a rugby fan. I don't have a rugby team. I don't have like a
Sure.
rugby philosophy.
Right.
I'm not here to push a pro rugby agenda.
Who
I'm
is?
just saying it sounded the same deal. Like if you make everyone responsible for their activities
Yes.
and there's no blame, it's just if it happens, it
Yeah.
sucks for everyone.
Yeah.
It made a little sense to me.
Yeah. The
Can I
Al-
say something?
the Albanian
I-
law that Burns referring to real quick is that if you get in an accident in Albania, no matter who's at fault, right, both people driving lose their license for 6 months. So if that law was here in the States, I
6
agree.
months?
Yeah, I agree. There would be a lot less like, oh, I'm on my phone fucking hitting someone accidents, I think.
I
Right,
disagree completely.
I don't know. It'd be
I don't know.
It just
Tell
wouldn't
you,
get
man.
reported. It just wouldn't get reported. I'd be like, all right,
Okay,
we're both
also,
okay.
though-
I'm
let's
saying if
go.
I go to jail for
Then-
drinking, I
then-
won't
then
drink. No, I
insurance
still get
doesn't
drunk
cover
and I
it.
take that fucking risk. It is what it is.
True.
No, but that's a different thing. If the culture, if the basic culture is different, of like everyone needs to keep their head on a swivel, because even if you're not doing the wrong thing,
Welcome
you
to
might
Philly.
still get punished.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just I thought it was an interesting little correlation.
I
Here,
agree.
throw
I
it out
agree.
there.
Yeah, no, I like it. Tom, what were you gonna say?
I don't give a fuck about the NFL. I could give two shits about the fucking NFL. The
'Cause
only
you're
thing
gay
I
like
care
your brother.
about the NFL is it brings in more business for when I work. I don't give a fuck about the NFL. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, very cool. Very cool.
NFL fan of the show, listener to the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to love it, but I want the Eagles to win, but whatever. If they don't, I don't care less.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a Giants fan. I mean, you preaching to the choir.
Right.
You know,
Nice.
I was just happy the season was over.
Nice. All right. Well, very cool. Very cool. Strong stem recommendations. Anything for the weekend?
So not a recommendation, maybe a little bit of advice, right? This is why I'm getting a little violent because I was thinking about it, right? So I had to do, remember I was complaining about doing the whole fucking 5 bazillion squats like 4D over here?
Yeah.
So I did a bazillion squats. My legs hurt, right? On the way home, it's just me and my niece. So this is my goddaughter's, my brother's oldest daughter. Me and my brother are real close. She's might as well. I know I don't have fucking kids, but these two might as well. My brother's kids are as close as they can be to me, right? So I'm trying to, give her a little wisdom from strong stem. We've been around, you know what I mean? So I'm giving her a little wisdom, right? So I look her and my niece, the oldest one, the younger one's me. The older one is more reserved. She's not the type to like. She's not the person to like, if you're saying something, she's going to confront you. She's just not that. She's a great human being, right? So I was telling her, I was like, listen, Hales, shout out Haley. I was like, Hales, if there's ever a situation, she's in 8th grade, she's 13, right?
Yeah.
This is Uncle Steve. I grew up with dudes, right?
Yeah.
So this is Uncle Steve's wisdom. I say, you ever have a girl, like, because I know girls are mean as shit. She's like, oh my God, Uncle Steve, they're so petty. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, so here's the thing. If any of these girls ever try to dog you or make you look stupid in front of a bunch of people, like say it's in the cafeteria and it's the mean girl or whatever, I said, girls don't fight. You heard me? Girls don't fight. So what you're going to do is you're going to smack that stupid fucking girl so hard in her mouth with your open hand that spit flies everywhere. Hold on. Let me continue. I go, spit flies everywhere. And she's not that type. She was like, what the fuck? She's like laughing at me like my uncle's fucking nuts, but she already knows this. She's 13. She knows.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, you open hand and smack the dog shit out of her stupid fucking mouth. And I go, guess what's going to happen? Every other broad in that fucking cafeteria that saw that happen is going to go, I ain't saying shit to Haley because she'll smack the shit out of you.
That's some prison justice there.
Now, again, you could ready for hate in 3, 2, 1. Not racist.
Here comes a racist comment.
Here it comes. You got to preamp this, right? Here, you got to preamp.
Oh, God.
Two girls you don't fucking smack. 2 girls you don't smack. Samoan girls is number 1.
Yeah.
Because they'll kill you.
Yeah.
2, this is a black girl because she'll fight the fuck out of you. So be ready for it, right? So
if it's a big black girl.
If it's a stupid white bitch and she's like all mean because she's fat and ugly and fucking trying to spread rumors about you because you're a good athlete, you smack the shit out of her stupid mouth in front of everyone. And forever on, every other girl will be like, I'm not going to confront her. She smacks the shit out of people. When it happens with dudes, no one gives a fuck because every dude fights. But with girls...
I smacked the shit out of a dude in the hallway when like everybody was switching classes, but nobody...
Don't say a dude.
And
don't
Alex
say
never forgets for that.
Well, it wasn't Alex. It was Boner's friend again. It was
Your number one nemesis?
You know how many times I've been smacked by a broad? I can't even remember because I have CTE, but a lot,
Jesus.
right? And you just have to eat every one of them. It's just a code. You got to eat it. There's nothing you can do. I can grab you. I can shake the shit out of you.
Well, he never said the shit that he was saying to me again. Like ever.
What was he saying?
You don't have to relive it, Rachel.
4D.
Rachel, how's so-and-so?
How's your mom?
Every day. Yeah, you're next.
Was it your mom?
It was it was Boner, who I won't name in real life.
I don't know who the fuck that is. But anyway, so I told her to make sure. And then when I got to the shop, right, the next morning, get to the shop, me and my brother are talking. He said, how did practice go last night? Usually my brother goes, but he has another daughter. He had to take her to gymnastics, blah, blah, blah. So I'm down there. It was in like Cheltenham, blah, blah. So I said, yeah, Tony, it was great. I did this with Hale. She pitched great, blah, blah. And by the way, I told her a little life info. My brother immediately, he's the opposite. He's like, oh, fuck. He's like, what did you tell her? She's going to tell her mom, and I'm going to hear it later. Like, what did you fucking tell her? I told her, I told her to smack the shit out of the first bitch that says anything about her. He was like, no, that's all right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Smack the shit out of that
Solid
bitch.
advice. Solid advice. Yeah.
So any of you stupid little fucking girls that want to talk shit to my niece, get ready to get fucking smacked.
That's what Satan's peen is for. You need to make it
that pimp
No. That's what girls do. I gotta say,
account?
nobody knows. Nobody's gonna be afraid of the person that makes an account.
I would
talk shit.
them.
You're gonna be afraid when I smack your stupid fucking mouth. Hell yeah.
Satan's peen was known for threatening girls.
I mean,
the
real Satan's peen.
Yeah. We're not doing shit.
You don't know what I've done.
I don't. But we'll find out on all podcasts.
You don't know about the ice cream I've thrown and some.
Wow.
The fuck are?
Wow. Sweet.
Sounds
cream.
aggressive.
That sounds vicious.
Yeah, vicious.
What flavor? What flavor?
Man,
the cops came to Dairy Queen.
Not Rocky Road.
Whoa, man, you could really hurt someone with soft.
Wait a second. The couple behind me at the Raw event was talking about this. The cops going to Dairy Queen.
Oh man.
But Matt, for people to end it real quick, for people like you who have a daughter, I agree. You should tell her the same thing. When some bitch says something, you put your name and you smack the shit out of that girl.
Yeah. No, I will.
Violence is
Liam. You let Layla knock a broad out.
Yeah, I'm teaching my daughter to kick every box and then balls that she sees. Just fucking bam, right.
Respect.
Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't
okay.
be against it. You know?
Yeah.
Respect.
Nice.
Good fathers. You two are good fathers.
Well, yeah.
No one's against it.
Yeah. So nice. All right. So let's keep it moving. We're coming to the top of time. Before we get out of here, La Schmize, anything you want to say to your adoring public before we take off?
Yes. I just want to clear something up. Matt, last time on the podcast, your last podcast, you said that all those kids that were wastoids and shit in high school that did drugs and shit that were cool, you said now they're all fucking losers and work at Arby's, and you know what I mean? I would just like to say, some of us off the top of my head work at, our maintenance mechanics and fathers and do podcasts with their friends and whatnot.
Liam, I said
not so losery, huh?
Liam, I said the cool kids. Liam, I said the cool kids. right? So what I said was you're trying to impress the cool kids, but the cool kids now aren't cool anymore. They got drug habits, or they're in jail, or dead, or working at Arby's, right?
What's wrong with Arby's?
I thought you said the wastoid cool kids.
We have the meats.
It's all right, Liam. I wasn't referencing you.
Yeah, I did drugs in high school. I'm cool now. I'm
I
not
did.
struggling with
Well, as a
depression.
wastoid, I took it personally. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. And to all the wastoids listening, I didn't mean to offend you. I meant it
Liam,
for
you're
like
good
the
enough.
cool kids.
You're smart enough. Gosh
Unless
darn
you
it,
actually
people
work
like
at
you.
Arby's.
You don't work at, what was that, Liam?
Unless you actually do work at Arby's,
Then shout out
sorry.
Jamocha Milkshake, fan of the show, listen to the show. Nice.
Fan
All
of the show,
right.
listen.
Well, so very cool. Thank you, Liam, for that. Jalen Dude. What do you got before we take off?
I'd like to use my time to demand that the Swamp Fox comes on this show, yo.
Whoa.
Go get me John Bell on this show, yo.
Whoa.
Yes,
Whoa.
yes, yes,
Whoa.
yes, yes, yes.
Whoa.
He's an urban
I'm
legend.
Working on it.
Bell would always talk about doing open mics, and I'd be like, "Come on!" And I'd call him, he'd never answer. Like he's infamous for not
I need
showing
to
up.
think of like what I need to do, but I can.
Just
I
or,
think-
like bring him a
I-
computer.
No, I can like surprise.
I
like,
think
Yeah,
it
just
will-
show up with your setup and make him be on the
Yeah,
show.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. Rachel, you're gonna have to invite him over
For
to,
karaoke.
I know,
and then-
but that's
and have
another process in itself. He's like never been here.
Tell
Nah.
him it's a microphone for karaoke.
Don't
and,
you live in New York?
He'll be like,
Rachel?
no, I live in Philadelphia,
Oh, where?
Fishtown.
Oh,
What's the address?
Of course, he's dressed like a fucking vampire. Where else
Yeah,
did
you
you
fucking
Yeah.
hipster. Whoa.
John Bell.
Do you live-
John
yeah.
Bell.
Swamp
John
Fox.
John Bell.
John
John Bell.
Bell. John
Hall
Bell.
of Lane.
Bell.
Hall of Lane.
I love that motherfucker.
Big
Big
mama.
mama.
The only
Big
one that can
mama.
do it.
Big mama.
Yeah, nice. So no, I believe I second that. J-Dub, Swamp Fox, classic Swamp Fox. Dude,
I
I-
asked
I've
him about listening to this, and he was like, "I don't listen to podcasts, sweetie."
He's not a cell phone.
That's a fucking lie. He does listen.
Yeah,
to
I
the
know.
show.
He listens to like he does this show.
He does.
How do you know?
Because he texts me about it.
Really?
Yeah, and I
He's a
text him,
fucking
"When are
liar.
you coming on the show?" And he's like, "Whenever you want." And then I'm like, "Well, let's
That's a
go."
lie.
And then he's like, "I can't. I got work." And I'm like, "Then you're fuck yourself."
I can't
But-
do anything because I work.
Yeah.
John.
So no, yeah, we have to. Maybe that's our live event. Trap John Bell,
At work.
In a
Go to
LARP?
his work.
Yes,
In
it's
a
not
LARP.
bad.
LARP Bell,
LARP.
LARP the Swamp Fox.
I mean, he would
Let's
love
make-
to paintball.
yeah.
Let's make him like the king that we have to protect. You know,
Mm.
like
Yes.
I like that. I like that.
I
Burn,
just miss Bell.
you and me
Me
both,
too.
babe. You and me both. He's a great human being. So nice. All right. Well, you know what? Thank you, J-Dub. Thank you for that. Thank you for
Yeah.
finally saying it. Someone
That's
finally said it.
beautiful.
Someone had to say it.
Someone had to say it. So nice. Sausage. Before we get out of here, anything you want to say to? I mean, we know you're number one fan, but anything you want to say to the rest of your fans?
Who's my number one fan?
You know who you're.
Matt stepdad.
Oh yeah.
She said,
Matt and Tom's stepdad. I apologize.
Yeah, the product of
I was a
our
little
parents'
sensitive about that.
divorce. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry, Tom.
Touchy topic.
Me?
yeah.
I know it's kind of raw.
Oh,
I know it's
darn
kind of raw
it.
for you
the
right now.
product of our parents'
It just
divorce.
surprised me that he was the number one fan.
How is that a surprise?
Well,
Surprised
I
she has
just
any
"Oh,
fans, Tom?
shit,
Is that what you were
talk your
saying?
Shit, sausage. Talk that shit, sausage.
I should have known.
Yeah.
I'm
So, all
gonna tell him to
right.
go snowboarding this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
gonna, as my signing off, I'm just gonna read a text from John Bell.
okay, please do.
Let's see.
A reading
There
of
was
John
This was
Bell.
a girl from Nantucket.
You still stealing from Hot Topic these days? Let's go gun shopping.
Clearly, you are stealing. Look at that outfit.
Yeah. And then, last but not least, let's smoke crack.
John Bell.
Those are all
guy.
today. Those
Yeah.
are all today.
Yeah, that was all 20 minutes ago. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yes, John Bell, one love. Blitz, please get you on the show. Thank you for that sausage. Tom, anything you want to say before we take off?
I want to read a text from John Bell. But before I do that, Matt, don't single out Liam like that anymore on the show and
Fucking bully.
belittle him in front of. This isn't high school anymore, Matt. John Bell.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. You seem like a great fella these days. Don't let Matt
He
try to bring
is.
you down. John Bell, happy Turkey Day.
Hey, I got that one too.
I didn't. Fuck.
2018. So, all right. So, okay. Oh, God. All right.
Are we all looking up John Bell texts now?
It's hard to read them out loud. So many of them have the N-word in it.
Well, it did say I did leave out. It did say Happy Turkey Day N-word.
All right. What was that, Brian?
I'm just saying, like, I understand that I'm delighted to dip in to all you guys who grew up in the same area, but it does hurt my heart to say that I have no text from John Bell and I don't know what Rachel's mom looks like, and so I do feel like
The
a bit
latter
of
is
an
the
outsider
sadder.
here. Yeah, I mean, I know.
I don't know either.
One day.
I think
you've
but at least you
met
have a
her,
text
Tom.
from John Bell.
Have I
you
met
know?
your mom?
Yeah,
I
I think
saw
you
her
had to
once.
have.
Clearly not, because if you did, you wouldn't forget, motherfucker.
I feel like she's been to like one Christmas party for a second.
Well,
What was
that's
she
all I
wearing?
know.
I
No,
just thought it was me.
no. I forget where I saw
French
her.
maid outfit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Titties popping.
Nice.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
My bad.
I mean, when she comes on the show, everyone will get a chance to meet her.
Is she
She gonna
coming
wear a
on the show?
bikini.
She's a
Yeah.
fan of the show, listener to the show.
Did she dress provocatively like that, Rach? Or
I
she,
mean,
Oh,
I wouldn't
yeah.
say that.
she
But
wore normal clothes?
This bro could have wore a fucking starter parka, and I'd have been like, it's a bikini.
Yeah.
she wore like short shorts sometimes.
Hey, if you got it, flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Respect.
yeah.
I guess
Of
I wore a
Lima.
lot of her clothes of
Okay.
respect of Lima.
Of Lima.
I
Okay.
was
nice.
waiting for that. Yes. thank you.
So let's keep it moving. So, all right. So Benoit Poudcasse, what do you got? Any plans or recommendations for the weekend?
I got no plans, man. We're hanging. We're waiting for this baby to pop, and I'm assume I'll be reorganizing like other rooms in my house. That's pretty much what I've been doing. We had a bedroom downstairs now. We made an office yesterday. My wife's working from home, so a lot of manual labor, I think, and then just waiting to see when this broad shows up. So yeah, I got no plans, man. I'm
So
You know what you tell her? Smack the first bitch that says something to her right in the face.
yeah.
I don't care if it's the nurse. I don't care whatever.
Yeah.
No, check
Who's
out
that doctor swings at you? You
Yeah,
swing right
as soon as
back.
that doctor
Yeah.
swings at you.
He slaps
I
that.
have a
ass,
tear
you
in my
slap
eye
him right
from you
back.
guys. I'm crying. I'm not crying.
Nice. Very
So yeah,
cool.
man, just I'm on like
baby watch.
I'm on call right now. So
Yeah.
we'll see, we'll see what happens.
On
but
call to see your wife shit out of baby. Nice.
No, you don't ever look below third base.
Don't
man.
look.
Come on,
Don't look.
man. Stay
Don't look.
upstairs. There's
Stay
no
behind
reason
the
for
curtain.
that.
Stay
I don't
behind.
need to
Don't
see
look.
the Wizard of
Dude,
Oz.
You want to hear something crazy? Our first kid we had at my wife worked at UPenn at the time, and so I'm
Nice.
like, all right, so I don't know what to expect, right? I don't get a gown, I don't get a hat, I don't get little booties on my shoes. I'm wearing a hoodie, and they're like, grab that leg. And I'm like, what's up? And they're like, grab the leg, and I'm like, grab the leg, and they're like, yeah, now you're in charge of the leg, and I was like,
Grabs his wife's and puts it up.
it was her leg, and I was like, I was not aware that I was going to be a
Part of the process?
participant in this process. Like I'm not great around blood. I'm a little squeamish. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't prepared to no, just hold that leg for an hour. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
like, can I get a gown? Like, nope. I'm like, all right, well, I guess this is getting thrown away.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was crazy. It was great. But now I'm in, I was at University of Pennsylvania, and now I'm at Wellspan, York. So I don't know. Like
Yeah.
they
Little
might give me a barbecue bib, and I don't even know what's going to happen there. Like it's going to be a very different experience, I think. But
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, grab a leg. I was like, grab a leg. Fuck you. What do you mean grab a leg?
Yeah, grab these, bub.
Yeah.
So
they were like, do you want to cut the cord?
Oh.
I was like, do you want to cut the cord? No, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah. I didn't go to school for 8 years to fucking cut a cord, bitch. All right.
Yeah,
you fucking do your job.
I'm a bartender. Let the doctor handle that, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nice. So, okay. Very cool. So good luck with that burn.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I might be here next Wednesday. I might not. Who knows?
Who knows? Well, you'll be in our hearts wherever you are. So nice. Let's keep it moving. Strong stem. Anything you got for the weekend?
Two short things because I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. This is like, I don't know why we're still doing this.
Right.
Two things. One is shoot first and let the paramedics sort them out.
Love it.
Always sound advice, right?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
And two, I don't know who John Ball is, and I ain't getting no text from John Ball. Whatever his fucking name is. But
you would love him. You guys would be
whatever.
You would love him. You would absolutely love
I take it.
Fantastic.
I take it back. Steve is the most sad because he doesn't even know John Bell.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So no, but hold on. He's about to bounce back. Hold on, Bern. Keep that thought. Ready? So I didn't get a text from John Ball or Bell or fucking Clock or whatever the fuck his name is. No disrespect. But I did get a text from Rachel's mom. She said she loves this show. She fucking said I look great. It's fantastic. Everything.
Fan of the show.
Shout out.
So,
That's incredible.
Rachel.
nice.
Rachel. Where's your mom's at?
She's
Love it. Love it.
on the couch, I'm sure.
All right.
Wherever she's at, she's looking good.
I just had to say that for Chuck Mode Day. R.I.P.
All right. So nice. Very good.
Facts.
Thank you. Thank you.
R.I.P.
So my last interaction with John Bell was on September 27th of 2021. I texted him a link to The Road to Rainbow Road, which is available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. And then he texted me back a GIF of Coolio. Then I said, wow, what does that even mean? And then happily belated birthday, because I missed his birthday.
And then he went to insurrection again.
And then he sent me another GIF that said, Wu-Tang is for the children. And then I said, true that. And then he responded saying, I'm day drinking already. It's my Saturday. I work the weekend shift in a cold storage unit. Thank you. How's the wife and the baby? And and that's how.
Those are good.
Yep. So that was my interaction with old Bellberg. So yep, one love. Nice. Okay, well, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by the Schmeeze Liam Reese, Jalen Dove Justin Richardson, Sausage Rachel Oselis, Terrific Tom Lavelle, the Bad Boy Bernie Base Hits, Bernie Biceps, Bernie Bagadoosh, Bern Podcassy, and the Strong Stem, Steve Cabot. You can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can hang out with us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And for the love of God, please like and subscribe so my wife leaves me alone about doing the show. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. Thanks for listening. Have a good weekend. Thanks. See ya.
Bye, Tom.
All right, guys.
Bell I just texted Bell, hey, what's up? Right?
What do
And he
you say?
responded, who is this?
Who this? New phone.
Hey, Matt.
What?
I hope I came through good in that episode because it's the last time I'm ever going to set shit up. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't know if all you assholes do this, but I will never fucking do this again. I'm leaning
Steve, you
my
look
phone
great.
against something.
You
and
look
that's
great.
all you get. I got a
You look great.
tripod. I got some fucking thing. I got to screw into some thing. It doesn't open up when I hit the
Does
button.
Clockwise. It's clockwise.
Fuck
It's
it.
clockwise.
Does
Clockwise.
the
I
bat-
fucking quit.
Does the battery
I fucking quit.
does the battery headphone connection work?
He left.
Oh, fuck.
Amazing.
Yeah, either way. What are you
He
gonna
can,
do?
he can like build a whole car, but a fucking tripod. Is where
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me
The
about it.
ring
I mean-
light really sets him off.
I mean, it's clockwise, guys. That's it's righty tighty, lefty loosey. I got to
Yeah.
imagine that exists in his job as well.
He's a big dumb ape.
It's not hard to figure out for sure. But
I'm
great.
texting John Bell right now. We're texting each other.
That's great. That's great.
Tell him to
Everyone's
send nudes.
Smoking.
Yeah. What's his number? So somebody send me his number.
You ready?
No, because my phone is a part of this.
He
so
would
I
not
can't-
receive it well if he doesn't.
I'll text
know
it to you,
him.
Bern. I'll text it to you.
Yeah, text me John Bell's number. Listen, I know
It's
John
not
Bell.
gonna be you. Do,
We'll
oh, you
overrate
do?
him.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No,
So
I
he'll be
know
fine.
Bell.
He'll be fine.
Me and Bell, we go way back. Not
Yeah.
nearly as far back as you guys go, but as far back as Matt's funniest
I have
heterosexual
several
sidekick.
framed photos of
his
him
entire
around my
20s.
house.
Nice.
Yeah, he's
So,
a hero.
Yeah, he's probably the world's biggest hero.
Yeah, it's the
If I know
last one we
anything
got.
about Yeah, last and
Yeah.
only.
I can't believe you singled him out last week.
Hey, man.
Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
how?
No, I
Who,
didn't.
me?
No, it was Liam's joke that he made about me saying
Oh, it's a
like
joke
cool
now.
kids and way stories aren't cool.
Oh, shut up.
Left now.
All right, good job, Justin. Thank you.
Uh,
All right,
later.
Lishmees, great job. All right,
Yeah, fuck yeah, everybody. Nice
all
work.
right. See you guys. Good work.
all right,
All
guys.
right, see you.
Of Lima.